Okay. Welcome, everybody. Let's see. Maybe we should do this. Why don't I have that camera? Must have come unplugged. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, well. Not where the one camera show today. Didn't want to operate. Let's try this. Properties. I hate when stuff doesn't work. Well, we got 3 watchers and 3 thumbs up already. Great. So we got no camera in there. Why? Huh. There we are. Let's see. Yep. Okay. Okay. Save the changes. Let's go. Okay, so we got one. I got this camera working now. That's a good thing. Now let's see if we can get the other one working. And it is. Okay, great. All right, so today I am going to carry on with the fuselage. Remember, I started this airplane the day after the Nats. So now I have a foam wing already sheeted, cut, and ready to go. And if I was in a big hurry, I could use that. And it would be, I'm going to show you what the difference is today in a foam wing and a built-up wing in ounces. I need to get this crap out of the way. But I do have a core, but the problem is the core is not set up for fuse-mounted gears, so we're not going to use it anyway, but I want to kind of give you guys an idea for you lazy characters. Jack Snavely, good morning. Okay, great. What is going on? Why won't this thing operate? Seems like all I get is problems. This morning off camera, I did get the motor drilled and mounted. So we're happy with that. Well, I'm about ready to throw this in the trash. There we go, finally. Jeez. Anybody recognize those? These are the bell cranks we made online. Weight, weight, weight. It's all about weight. Get these out of the way. I should have cleaned up before I come online, but hey Dane. Pick up fireworks so you can fly. Cool. Joey gonna be there? Say hi to Joey for me, if he is. I don't see him much on the forum anymore either. I don't know what the deal is. But I do want to wish you guys a happy 4th of July. I hope you had a good picnic, barbecue, party, whatever you were having. We're going to need this anyway, but I've cut my bulkheads to fit the engine. Did that this morning. Got to do something. You know, I stay in my shop here. I don't go anywhere. Don't do anything. Hey, the towel went right in my shoe. $61.85 minus 4. That's going to be super light. High roller is a 62. We can keep this thing in the 60s. We'll be in great shape. Ordered a pilot today. $30. We'll see what it looks like. You guys remember the pilot I had in the Nobler, that woman pilot? Well, same people that made that make this scale World War II pilot. We're going to try one of them. What did I do with that box? Need that. Oh, there it is. I need that box to. Oh, come on. I gotta move stuff around just so you can do anything. Stand that. We're going to build an elevator, a rudder today. See if we can beat the 29 gram. I'm going to have to scrape that off. That's not going to work. Can't have that. Still looking for my motor. I know it's here somewhere. It's got to be. Yeah, here's the bell crank. This one's the one I already finished. So, I might work on that. Everything I do when I'm building an airplane is, step forward towards the final goal. And, you're just building parts, and then at the end you assemble them. If you look at it like that, it goes really quick. If you look like it, it's a big, daunting operation. It takes forever. But just build parts, set them aside, Hopefully you don't lose them like sometimes I have. Seems like I always build 2 or 3. If you go back and look at my videos on the last T-bolt that I built, which was the electric one that Ty owns, I built 2 rudders for that one too, because the shop ate that one. But I ended up finding it. It fell down behind the television. Okay, so let's do something here. Seven and 6. All right, this is the crutch. This baby weighs 2 ounces, the crutch. At least it did yesterday. Let's see what it weighs today. I need to glue this front firewall on, or front bulkhead. I did that work this morning. I hollowed that out. So we need to take the motor off. Engine, whatever. It's easier to say motor, even though it's a engine. Take these out. Let's get a piece of wax paper. I made a mess. Will I have this built in a month? I bet I do. So we're going to look at this. Let's see what it weighs. The most important thing, what does it weigh? Weighed an ounce would be better. Well, it did lose some weight. Yeah. 1.9 ounces. So hollowing this out, boy, this stupid thing, I need to stop it from focusing. I'm going to show the difference. I don't have a wing built. I know that my wings weigh 5 ounces total. So I want to do this. Let's see, this is the outboard, so that means it would... You can only do so much here. It'll be fine. I've got to dig all that stuff out. It ain't going to be till later, Craig. Okay, let's mix up some epoxy. .9 ounces. Boy, I like that part. That cuts it by a third. And the thing is, all those heavy crutches and all that stuff, you don't need it. But in that other type construction, this is an oddball type construction. It's really good. I mean, you can't get it any lighter than 3 ounces. On the outside, sometimes you get them 2.5, somewhere in there. So this crutch took about 4 hours to build. It doesn't look like it would, but it takes what it takes. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Paper towel. I knew it was going to goober on there. Now I'm just eyeballing it here. For parallel. And then we're going to make it square. This has got to be square or else it'll grind the propeller. It looks pretty good right there, so we'll let it sit. Yeah. Set it down in some epoxy. Now the crutch isn't really done because it still gets some 16th webbing that goes on it, but that shouldn't add but a couple of grams. Some webbing that goes here, 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 out to the fuselage. And then when you turn it over, it goes up to the top of the skin. And how I did my last gas Thunderbolt, we're going to do the same thing here. The fuel inlet is inside this hole. Where you fuel it is right inside here. So it runs, I have to take some copper tubing. It runs this way and then bends over the top of the motor and then down to where the tank goes, and you plug it inside the tank compartment. And then of course the outlet is just hanging out like I do normally. But you got to think all these things up front. We're almost dry. We can move on here in a second. Now, this fuselage needs to be cut right here. Well, I have to figure it out. It needs to be cut at those angles that I put in there so that you can bend it. And because this fuselage is very round, I mean, that's how round it is, like that. So you got to have some relief to get it to go around. It's really a kind of a unique setup. Yeah, I need to. We need some 16th. Of course, we use this is metric 16th, which is really like 32nd. So we'll use 3/32. So the crutches on these are a little more complicated than the standard stunner. I mean, it's nothing out of the realm, as you can see. Let's see if it picked up. It was 1.9. Still 1.9, so we didn't pick up any with the glue, so that's good. So now I want to cut some strips to hand fit this. We're going to need about 4 of them. And when you're doing this, leave about 1/8 of an inch because this line is not straight, it's curved. So I'm gonna have to glue them in there and sand them to shape to the curve. And we're not gonna epoxy those in, we'll just use CA. There's no need for epoxy on that. Now when I glue the fuselage to this thing, that's where it'll get epoxy. . this. We need a longer square. We need a knife. A big step out. I don't think we have a day off until Billy's Thunderbolt does not have a 45-inch wingspan. It's 62. And yes, I started with those plans that were drawn by Warren T. Hart. Now, there's one of my Thunderbolts living in Las Vegas that Joey Matheson has. I think he still got it. Unless it's hit the ground. That was the first one. I had an SV wing in that one. It didn't have the Geobolt wing in it. And that I built those before the plans came out. Billy's Thunderbolt was 62 inches. Okay. Let's let her rip, Tater Chip. I need this, that. So now I need to straighten that out. We're gonna need a long bar for that. Jim Lynch has an Al Rabe Thunderbolt that probably has about a 45-inch wingspan. I don't know what the wingspan is, to be honest with you, but it's short. Okie dokie, need to make one for the other side. And we'll sand a curve into that. No, 58. No, I'm cutting down on the span. It'll have more square inches, but less span. What happens is with a high aspect ratio wing, in the wind, it catches the tips and they buff it back and forth terribly. I don't know what Billy was thinking when he did that. But he's the man. The man in his museum. You know, I've been watching flights, comparing flights. More and more I watch this stuff, the more and more I realize it's really a popularity contest. Who do they like? The only way that it's truly going to be known who really is them guys that do the tracings. Just like appearance judging, it's pretty subjective. I mean, most of them guys there, you know, somebody made a statement to Dan. Yep, PA-75 made a statement to Dan about, you know, top-notch airplanes. Everybody in the open at the Nats they're all good builders. Matter of fact, when my dad went with me, I said, well, what do you think? He said, I couldn't tell the difference between one flight and another. That's about right. So the only way you're going to be able to compare one flight to another is with that tracing program. Take a little time in fitting this stuff. That way, I mean, what else you got to do? Ah. There we go. What else you got to do? I guess you could be doing fun stuff like mowing the grass or trimming the bushes, painting the house. We're going to build this one extra special good. Okay, that's my tank floor. It'll get a piece of 64th plywood over the top of that. So I guess the crutch weight could go up to 3 ounces. Start adding all this crap on there. Okay, let's do this side here. You can use a 14-4-5 3-blade or a 15-4-5 2-blade, and that's what I'll be using. A 15. That prop really adds authority to the way these airplanes, the way this PA runs and flies. Of course, I don't know if I make this one 10 ounces lighter than my other one, I may not need that big a prop. And that's what I'm shooting for, 10 ounces. 10 ounces lighter than my other ones. Because it's not going to get any Insta-shine on it. I know them boys at appearance judging like that Insta-shine, but that ain't really model building. I was going to bring this up even with the bottom of this plate here, but I don't think that I should. I think I should bring it up in line with this part of the floor here. It'll be stronger that way. One part pushing against the other. Of course, I got a little goober in there. So we could, and I hate to do that. But it's better to do that than to cut the glue out. So I'm just eyeballing that in a straight line. You're not building the watch, so should be close enough. it's quite cost. It weighs much more. Randy says 1 ounce, but when you put in the factor of you got to carry a pipe, a header, and 8 ounces of fuel instead of 6, it's a bunch. So this airplane has to weigh nothing for me to the fixed weights on these airplanes is what gets you. That and the paint. Like I said, the single biggest thing on the airplane besides the engine is the paint. Okay, let's see how much we added with just them wings. 1.9 is where we started. Should be about 2.1 maybe. Two ounces. So we're in good shape. So now I wanna arc a shape into this. We're gonna need let's see, I got some big time paper on all these. I'm afraid if I use this block here with it, we'll try it. This is 80 grit. That'll be alright. So we have a nice arc on it, like so. Nope, down. The next thing after this is I'm going to have to put some pieces in. You don't have to, but I'm going to, because this thing is it's suspended. This motor is sitting suspended with 16th inch wood. So we got to use engineering to make it work. I'm a backyard engineer, eyeball engineer, whatever. I'm busy. Yeah. Okay. Better check this side too. Yep. I don't know what that was. Get that line off there. Ah, shoot. Get her glued down good there, Spark. Okay, so now I need a piece of 64th ply in there. If you don't do it now, it'll never fit perfect. Now these are things that if you were building a kit, it'd never occur to you these certain steps. We'll get that when I cut that off there. Okay, there we go. This is going to add some weight to this thing. You know, you don't have to do this. You could just Z-epoxy it, but I really like hard surfaces for tanks and, you know, hatch lines and so on and so forth. We'll get her close here and then sand it perfect. We need to see how much weight we're giving up though too. It may not get this. It may just get finished with glue and be done with it. We got all that nice weight savings now. We don't want to throw it away. Yeah, we can live with that for 4 grams. We can live with that for 4 grams. It's not that big a penalty. Oh yeah, that's nice. Nice and hot everywhere. So by adding that, I won't add these other pieces. I won't need it. Yeah. You know, it helps that I built a few of these now. I know where I want to change things. The first one was okay. The second was better. Third one was, I think the third one was the best. The fourth one was okay. The fifth one I didn't finish. It's that time our coochie owns it. It was electric. The problem with this airplane is you're just so much of it. You kind of can't get around it. There's just so much of this air. It's so big. Now, Billy would have probably left that out. But that's okay. I want it. That'll be one of the only 4 grams that I give up. Billy had a PA-61, then he went to a 65. I had 61 in my number 1. I think number 1 that I sold Jory has a 61 in it. That airplane was light. 61 in it. Then I I burn up a couple of liners trying to jack them up. I still got the liners down in the drawer here. Ron kept saying, shorten the pipe, more compression, bigger Venturi, more power. Yeah, I had power all right, but it sure cost me some engines. So then I went to the 65, and that was better. Along about Thunderbolt number 3, I had a 75 in it. And those are good, but you kind of pay a price on the weight of it. But the power, I mean, you can't deny they run great. They run great. It's like a big Super Tiger, only with more power. What's the motto? If it ain't glued to something, get rid of it. Well, it's just like them. What I'm doing there, getting rid of that stuff. The overhang. So this crutch is taking 4 hours now to build. That's okay. We got time. I got till next year to finish this. But, Danny, if you're not out there in the garage sanding, you'll never get it done. Well, I got till next year. Yeah. And then you'll be right up on the end and go, shoot, I don't have any time. Okay, now I'm going to show you this right here. If you look right here, there's a few thousandths. You run it along and it stops. That's no good. That means that has to be filled with glue. So we got to keep sanding until that goes away. Okay, there is a finished crutch. Let's see what it weighs. I think it's 2 ounces, 2.1 or whatever. Whatever it is, it's still lighter than the norm. About ready to glue her together. $64, 2.2. So it's 3/4 of an ounce lighter than normal. Finish. And I got my piece of wood in here that I wanted to make it nice. I could have left that off and it would have been well, we still wouldn't have been 2 ounces, but and it's real strong. Ain't going nowhere with that. And I suppose the guy could, if I had a belt sander, I could belt sand the top of this and get a little. And drill some holes. Put a hole here. That's it. If I put a hole here and a hole here and a hole here and a hole, what am I gaining? It'd be like milligrains. But it all does weigh something, so if you can get rid of some of it, I guess that's I guess. Okay, let's clean up this mess so we can start gluing the fuselage together. Bell crank. We're going to need the epoxy, so we need to keep that handy. That's 30. We don't want 30, we want 5. I don't know what the hell happened to it. Oh, there it is right there, laying down. And of course, it's all goobered onto the bench. Damn. This didn't fall off onto the floor. Okay, we got that cleaned up. All right. So we don't need this. We don't need this, and this. We don't need that, and this. Take a drink of water. Yeah. I'm missing 6 likes. You guys better smash that like button. Hit the subscribe button. Please consider joining and becoming a member. That's right next to the subscribe button. For the cost of a cup of coffee at Starbucks a week, you can help the channel. And I try to get as much content out as I can. I upload about 4 times a week. maybe 6 times a week, and Charles uploads twice a week, so that's you know, at least one program a day. Sometimes more, lots more. Okay. And what would you rather be watching? Some stupid soap opera? Okay, so here's my engine. Let's put this out of the way. Man, I'm bummed about that engine. I don't know what the hell happened to it. And it's probably right where I left it, but I don't know where I left it. Okay, so now the trick is to get all this business together in one piece. I've already squared and marked these fuselage sides. Keep that for bulkheads. Get this out of the way. Come on. I think we'll do it like that. Let's see here. You wonder what the heck am I doing there? Well, that's the split line. That is the split line. So what I'm doing here is I have marked on the bulkhead where the split line is from the outside and the inside, and I'm not cutting all the way through the wood. I'm just relieving it so that it will bend right there. So now it bends over there, no problem. And then after I get this put together, you come back and fill out with some glue. I'm going to try probably some white glue or Type Bond 3 instead of CA. Of course, it doesn't matter because it's going to get glassed. Yeah, I just use CA. Okay, one side at a time. Got to be the human clamp, the human vice grip for 5 minutes. Boy, I'm hiccuping now. Damn. We're in a pickle. This water went down the wrong way. It would be nice if I could make this whole fuselage weigh 7 ounces, but I kind of doubt it. I kind of doubt it. Tell you what's really nice is this is only a 4-day work week. Yay! Put up with that nonsense for only 4 days. Okay. Of course, they don't bother me much. I'm a self-starter. They just leave me alone, basically. This is all that's holding this motor in, holding the airplane together, so you're relying on each stick to work with each other. But you better get glue on all the sticks that are doing their job, or else you could have a catastrophe. Okay. I didn't bring any clamps over here. Oh well. Will be the human clamp. I think I can hold it for. No, I can't. I gotta get a clamp. Gotta get a clamp because there's too much to hold here. Gotta get the groove on here. I think I'll probably do this a little different next time. Come on. Got it. Push that up there like that. Drop the CA. A little bit of kicker that'll hold that. Okay, we're in there now. Whew. I know that wasn't a good view of what I was doing, but I'll move the camera. Good move of that little circus move I just did. You know what? Let's put a little CA on there. A little kicker. That should hold that until the epoxy dries. Ah, you bitch. Come on. That'll hold that now. It almost held my thumb on there. Nope, it won't. Damn. Okay. What's going on is I'm impatient. So I held that on there now. Good. So I'm gonna need to. Oh, come on now. I need to put a stick there. Need to tack up. Okay. Because I didn't have long enough wood, I already put the cuts in for the separation and kind of splitting there. Come on. Very good. Well, that was the clamps. Hopefully they're, yeah, it's on there. Okay. And my fuselage broke off. Okay, no big deal. Yow! You know what? We'll just take it off. Don't worry about it. Not gonna worry about it. Okay. Makes it easier to handle anyway. Not that long shit on there. Come on now. There we go. Ruined another brand new shirt. Okay. So the way that I had it done, I'm just building the nose, and then I'll attach the tail. They're They're a matching set anyway, so it doesn't much matter. And I wish I could just CA that puppy. But we'll go ahead and do the epoxy. Hour and 30 minutes, got nothing done. All this time, this baby ought to be sitting on its wheels. I'm going to test out my audio on the phone later today. So if you guys would give me some feedback on the audio, I think it's going to be great. I think. That ought to be for what all that shit cost. She ought to be. I needed some gamer kid to help me with all this stuff. And another guy talking about laser stuff. Well, I need the laser help. Ain't enough time though. You guys don't understand how much I got going on. Try to build. Next week I gotta finish moving the website. And hope that it all works. So I don't hear any, where's Stunt Hanger? Well, I got 30 days to do that. You know what? Let's use this big mama. Yeah, quit messing around. And then, I guess we could use that big mama on the other side. There we go. We got her cooking with gas now. So then I can put this piece up here. How am I going to get it up there? I guess we're going to have to do that in 2 parts. Need to make sure it's pushed down. It is. Flush, flush, flush. Yep. Okay, we'll wait a minute here. Morning, Chris. Great. Keep building. If you don't get on the stick, Danny, you won't have an airplane next year. I got plenty of time. Yeah, okay, you say that. But it comes back. The gnats come so fast. Okay, here's what we're going to do here with this. Goes right like that. I'm going to just have to hold this until it's dries. Is this not ridiculous, all this Mickey Mouse fiddle farting around? But the end result is so worth it. And the airplane is so cool. No, can't do it. Can't do it. I think we'll just glue that on with CA. I got the most important part on with epoxy, so it won't matter. We're almost ready. We'll CA her together, my friends. What makes this big fuselage strong is this shape. It's an egg. Everything's pushing against each other. That's why you can get away with this cantilevered motor mount setup and all that, because the tension is being spread out through the whole skin. And if you do it right, and you do it like I do, where you use a super fill inside the wing joint and outside the wing joint, the whole airplane becomes one piece. So any of the vibration of the motor is transmitting all the way through the wing and all the way through the tail, so on and so forth. I think we should be pretty close to dry. Almost. I think we'll do 2 hours and then I'll take a break I'll come back later. I'll work on something off camera. This is hard to do. Try it sometime, to talk for 2 hours with nobody to talk to. Now, I know a lot of women that can do it. Blah, 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 blah. Nothing. That'll hold it together. Okay. So now I got one shot to do this. Hopefully we can get her done right. One reason why I'm doing this was this. I don't want to stand there and hold it for a week. Ah, damn. There we go. There we go. Come on. We got her now. We're cooking with gas. That's it. Knocked right off the bench. No place to hold this. Okay. You bitch. Oh, crap. Only wood. Good morning, Alexander from Scotland. Okay, we have a motor crutch here. That's not really a crutch, it's a whole fuselage nose. We'll wait to stand that, I guess. Now, the most important part of this is when you get all this business done on the outside, you come back in here with sandpaper and sand the inside. You want to sand it down to about a 1/16 of an inch thick. We're going to have a problem here. You guys want to build this airplane along with me, you can order the plans from the AMA. I think they're 25 bucks. This is not for, this type of build is really not for a novice builder. So if your building skills aren't up there, it's probably not a good airplane to start with. Okay, let's see what this weighs. We should be getting close to the 3.5 ounce range. Maybe a little more. God, I hope not. Come on. I think it's time for New Harbor Freight scale. Hey, we're still at 285, 2.2 3/4 ounces. We're doing good. Now you want to make sure when you do this, all these surfaces are, that's what I was doing there, flat across, because when you put the top bulkhead on, this has to attach to the top bulkhead, and the skin needs to attach to the bulkhead and this, so it all becomes like that egg I showed you. When you put this on here, the whole thing is an egg. But everything has to touch everything, or else it's weak. You know, 16th inch balsa wood doesn't have much strength. And when I get this put together, I will sand. First, I'll sand the outside. How this goes down is I build a box, I mold the skin, I tack glue the skin on top and the bottom, tack glue the nose ring on. I'll shape the outside of this, then I'll cut the top off and the bottom, and then turn it over, and then sand the inside out till this is a 1/16 of an inch thick. If you leave this 3/32, you'll have a turd airplane. No good. So I think what I'm going to do, we're coming up in 9 minutes. I will shut the stream off, and I think what I'm going to do is cut out the bulkheads off camera for the back half of the fuselage, and when we come back, we'll assemble that. I wanted to build the wing this weekend, but with this motor that I'm looking for, I lost the whole day. It's got to be here somewhere. It just has to be. I lost my pens and I found them, so that's a good thing. So this all has to be flat, because when you glue this on, you want to make sure you have 100% contact area. It's up approximately about like that. The fuel pickup will go right here on the top. It runs down over the bottom of the engine, over and around. I'll drill a hole right there. It'll come out right there, and then when you put the tank in there, you just plug that into the pressure side. And then, of course, the inside. And then on my outlet, I usually just run a hose down and put a cap on and pull it in and out. Oh, yeah, it'll be thin. This engine, the fuselage, everything is held together with 16th inch wood. And that's how Billy got his airplane 53 ounces. But the difference between Billy and me is he's got helium wood and I got lead wood. I wonder if that engine fell down behind this bench. It's going to be an all-day project moving that bench. Looking behind there. But I ain't going to give up until every piece in here is touched. You know, I lost my mom's this here diamond ring, so I replaced it with just a gold nugget ring. Well, then I lost this ring, diamond ring, and I happened to find it in the bottom of my bag, my camp bag. So I'm hoping that I'm going to find my mom's diamond ring in here too, because that's the only thing I have left of her. When I felt that ring, when I reached down in the bottom of that bag and I felt this ring, I go, God, let it be mom's ring. Nope. Nope. No good. Got to move my shoe. The sawdust is going right into the bottom of my boot. Let's put this back in here. Let's see if it works. This is going to need to come out. Then I have to order another needle valve, a long one. I was really surprised not to see Randy Smith at the Nats this year. I figured for sure he'd come. Nope. But it was good to see that Derek Berry and Dingleberry were watching my channel. I couldn't get 3 degrees in this, but I got 2 degrees, so we'll have to suffice with that. Let's see. Can everybody see a thunderbolt in this? I do. Let's see, we're going to have to pull it over this direction here. Looks to me like I'm going to have to grind a little bit of that pad off to get my motor where I want it. There it is. No, I don't. We got her. I didn't screw up. Yep. Everybody see that? The motor offset? Not really. I think I will drill a hole for this needle valve. Go down a little bit. Yep, that's it right there. This one right here. We'll put an aluminum tube in that. Yep, I can see a thunderbolt right there. Square. Square. Well, I guess that's going to do it for this session. I'll be back a little later. Probably didn't learn much. I am going to have to notch the wing, but that's okay. So this tank can fit back into the wing. I don't think he even showed a floor. Maybe he did. I don't know. I'll have to look. We got plenty of clearance for the tank. I got a new header that I'll put in it. This one's got a kink in it. I'll put a new header on it. This is a used one, but I got to cut that off or round them out. Or, seeing as it's a new airplane, I got some new old stock right here. I'll put this baby on there. This one's a little longer. Back from my Thunderbolt days. I saved everything. Unobtainium motors. Well, Randy is making some now. So let's cut this open. Maybe. I got 50,000 razor blades and I can't find a knife half the time. Okay, we'll use this. Put this old one that needs repair back in the bag so I know where it is. Everybody was scrambling for headers, and everybody's, well, you got any headers? Yeah. Well, I ain't selling them though. Unobtainium. There we go, that looks better. Not bent up. See how it clears now. Yeah, we got an inch of clearance in there. We're cooking with gas, buddy. That's the shit. All right, I'm gonna quit the video. Appreciate you guys watching. Like, subscribe, share. We'll see you we'll see you around noon, 2 hours. That way it'll give me a time to sit down for a minute, drink a soda and make some lunch. I've been up since 1 o'clock. But here is 50% of the airplane weight right there. 30%. We're already up to 17.5 ounces. Put a prop on it, it's 18, 19 ounces. So that's 1/3 of the airplane's weight right there, and I haven't got any paint on it. Shit. That's the way it goes. Fixed weights, I got no control on. All right, guys, we'll see you about noon. Fair winds, tight lines. See ya.